Coach, thanks so much for taking the time and joining us via social distancing and all of the appropriate measures being taken here. The format of this highlights the thing that's most important, and that is to be healthy and safe and take the appropriate precautions here.
Yeah, absolutely. Chaz, thanks for having me first off. But, everybody out there, please be safe, stay healthy. We've been trying to make sure we're communicating with everyone, in our department and program. But I think it starts with the higher ups. Governor Inslee has done a great job trying to keep everyone in the state, healthy and safe. And that trickles down to President Kirk, here at Washington State's done a great job kind of making sure we're not lagging behind, but we're being smart with keeping people healthy and protected. And that goes into our athletic department with, our AD, Pat Chun and our SWA and Deputy Director Ann McCoy and Brian Blair, our direct AD. And, they've done a great job. So my hats go off to them, but more importantly, all the healthcare workers out there, they're working nonstop, and the least we can do is stay home for them, so we can get through this tough time. But, Dr. Sunday's been great. She's in the athletic department, keeping us healthy and informed on what to do, along with actually my next door neighbor. Shout out to Troy Henderson. He's the public health director for Whitman County. So he's been working tirelessly a ton, and my hats go off to everyone across the country for what they're doing. So thank you all.
Earlier on in the process of all this, when we were figuring out what we were all going to be able to do, the university had a Train Like a Coug set of videos come out, and every sport and every coach of every sport had their own version of it, or many of them, if not all of them. And you're a new father, and your daughter Eloise made her debut to the Washington State Twitterverse.
She did. And we actually, my wife and I, we had a great time with it. We actually had a couple different scenarios because, let's be honest, being a swimmer and trying to be able to go swim and refine your sport is tough with every pool shut down across the nation. But, we tried doing some stuff in the tub with her, which was a lot of fun, but we ended up being outside. And yeah, she was great. She didn't scream or yell too much. She's getting more vocal, and it's tough being home, but it's also great for family, being able to see her start to stand up, start to try to walk. It's my wife and I and Eloise we're so excited and happy with kind of how we get to be around each other all the time. So
one of the upsides to a very difficult situation.
This is a tough situation, but we're trying to find the silver lining in everything.
You alluded to the team, and how have you communicated with them? There's no pool access. How are they training? Are they training? What's been going on with the swim team?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot. We're meeting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, obviously via Zoom. And, first and foremost, we're talking about health and safety, not only for each one of them, but their families and their communities. So that's obviously what's most important. But we're talking about continuing to build culture, continuing to add those pieces that we think we can strengthen as a program and find different ways to challenge each other. So yes, they're working out. Our strength and conditioning coach is sending along workouts, and depending on if you have a weight room at home or if you're just doing body weight exercises. But they're doing a great job. And again, this is a very unique, interesting time, and I want them to realize that yes, they should be with their family and try and enjoy it, as difficult as that may be in some cases. But, for the most part, go for a run, or, make sure you're taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical health.
How much do land exercises help swimming?
Obviously our sport's a very cardio driven sport. So obviously running, biking, those are some big ones, keeping the heart rate elevated over a long period of time, because, water's 800 times thicker than air. we have to move a little bit more aggressively and differently than obviously anybody else, any other sport. So keeping your cardio up is probably the biggest thing. And we talk about, look, everyone is pretty much in the same boat with not having a pool unless you have a pool in your backyard. But the biggest thing is if you can keep that cardio at a high level and stay fit. The biggest thing is once we get back in the water, we don't have to worry about getting you back fit again. It's getting right back to the water to make sure we're working on those skills and redeveloping that, starting from scratch.
You set some records at the Pac-12 championships this year, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We set 4, which 4 went down, and to be honest, there were a lot more within a second, even within half a second of going down as well. So we had a great championship meet, and obviously we're looking to build off of that. The year before we broke 2 school records, now we're at 4, and we just want to keep tracking and developing our young student athletes and our young team.
Thank you for this time, Coach. Be safe, be well, go have fun with Eloise. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, absolutely. And thanks again, Chas, for doing this. We appreciate it a ton, just to be able to connect and kind of spread the word about not only WSU swimming, but also being safe and staying healthy out there in your community, not only for your family, but for everyone out there. So thank you so much. Stay healthy, be safe, and go Cougs.
You bet. Go Cougs.